The whole community was recently stunned by the Shiba Inu development team. Numerous Shiba Inu have been stolen from Coinbase. The public is in a panic. In addition, there are about 11 trillion Shiba Inu under threat. Analysts are in a panic. However, things are getting out of control with Coinbase. Is your Shiba Inu also impacted? And can the money that was taken be recovered in any way? Well, let's investigate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. The price dropped earlier today. Yes, there was a little decrease. However, it is now beginning to slowly heal. The strange part comes next. Despite the uncertain pricing action, the Shiba Inu community is not in any panic. In fact, it's the exact reverse. Individuals are energized. Memes, conjecture, and social media activity are all going completely crazy at the moment. Everyone seems to sense that a significant event is about to occur. And the Shiba Inu development team revealed something shocking just when you thought it was already insane enough. Coinbase received an urgent warning from them. That Coinbase, yes, about the theft of a huge quantity of Shiba Inu. At first, it clearly created a panic attack. Everyone was perplexed. Some were afraid. Wallets were also being searched over and again. The whole Shiba Inu ecology seemed to be on the verge of collapse. But hold on, because it gets weirder. At first, few people noticed what one expert pointed out. Nearly 11 trillion Shiba Inu coins are reportedly in the news at the moment. These aren't simply tokens that are lying around. Retail traders, institutions, and whales are all keeping a careful eye on this amount. For what reason? Due to the fact that it is situated at a historically important technological level. In the same area, Shiba Inu once started a fabled rally. It is almost 4 times its worth, and now it seems to be re-establishing itself. And now for the big question, is now the time? Well, the analyst explained it plainly. Just now, Shiba Inu went back to that same level. The one that caused an incredible breakout when we struck it last. And now we're seeing that timeless bounce. It's beginning to lift off already. The pressure to sell. It is becoming more relaxed. The panic? It is going away. What about that bullish energy? It's rapidly becoming hotter. Naturally, nothing runs in a straight line at this point. But let's face it, this has been done by Shiba Inu previously. It returns with something explosive each time it dips, and every time individuals count it out. The current situation is very comparable to the quiet before that last massive rise. There's a sense of tension rising. Attention is returning to it, and the volume is increasing. And the society, they are prepared. What are the current expectations for investors? To be honest, Shiba Inu seems to be preparing for its next big move. Hype is no longer the only factor. This is a psychological, technological, and maybe even perfect storm situation. And if past performance is any indication, that rebound may be the start of something far more significant. Now, let's talk about enormous numbers. Get this, Shiba Inu has recently turned bullish once again. And the evidence supporting this is very astounding. Open interest, which essentially indicates the amount of money and contracts involved in Shiba Inu transactions at the moment, has just turned green. And it's not a little bump either. More than 11 trillion Shiba Inu coins have lately been locked into these positions. You're correct. 11 trillion. That is hardly a trivial risk. That is a huge signal. Typically, a spike of this kind indicates one thing. Traders are preparing for a move, particularly the larger ones. Their renewed curiosity is evident. The notion that Shiba Inu could experience a significant event in the future is one that they are prepared to invest in. A significant portion of this interest coincided with the current decline, which is fascinating. Rather of fleeing, consumers jumped on the reduced costs, particularly on Gate. EV. The open interest is more than half of that exchange alone. That's millions of dollars supporting the stacking of trillions of Shiba Inu. That much self-assurance in a dip, in addition to being a daring maneuver, it's the kind of motion that occurs just before momentum changes. Major exchanges are also joining in. Billions of Shiba Inu coins are being committed, and they're all seeing activity. The accumulation of traders from several platforms, particularly during a decline, is an indication. And they're hoping Shiba Inu will awaken, possibly even resurface, rather than merely bounce. Therefore, the pulling of 11 trillion tokens into available positions is not random. That isn't sound, it's belief. People are expressing that there is space for this to grow. In all honesty, it seems like Shiba Inu may be preparing for something huge, given the volume that is building, the whale's renewed involvement, the noise made by the development team, and the excitement in the community. Now is the moment to pay attention if you're keeping an eye on the charts, or even simply the sentiment around this cryptocurrency. There could be a major development soon, but there's also something that you really need to think about. And it's a large number, exactly like the ones we discussed previously. Only in a different manner. Price and charts are irrelevant. Safety is the main concern. Someone just sent an important warning to the Shiba Inu community, and everyone should be aware of it, particularly if you own or trade Shiba Inu. So, this is what's happening. Several reports have surfaced about a fraudulent email scam posing as Coinbase. It has been spreading quickly and is primarily aimed at Shiba Inu owners who own cryptocurrency. And this isn't just any old phishing effort. The email seems authentic. It pretends to be from the Coinbase compliance team, copies the tone, and utilizes the Coinbase logo. It warns users that they risk being blocked from receiving, selling, or transferring cryptocurrency if they don't verify their account information. It sounds frightful, doesn't it? Scams like these operate in just that manner. In order for individuals to behave impulsively, they attempt to incite fear. Unfortunately, scammers target people when they are feeling agitated, particularly when Shiba Inu are in the public eye as they are right now. The community's go-to source for the alarm was Shibarium TrustWatch, an X account dedicated to Shiba Inu that is always alerted for dangers of this kind. Don't click anything, do not share your login information, and most certainly don't input your seed phrase, as they have made plain. This fraud is meant to fool individuals quickly, and once they have access, the game is done. Fortunately, the Shiba Inu development team is speaking up. This is all over them. In addition to providing frequent updates and reminders on the project's progress, they have also been reminding people to keep vigilant and safe. That's precisely why the Shiba Inu Society is unique. There is a genuine effort to safeguard holders and keep everybody updated, so it's not simply wild conjecture and hoopla. And to be honest, that's strong. It indicates that this is more than simply a viral meme. The developers aren't scared to speak out when anything suspicious is happening, and there is structure and leadership in place. So yes, keep an eye on things, while the open interest is generating noise and the price movement is heating up. Big events like these are often the target of scammers, but you're currently ahead of the game if you only trust reliable sources, double-check everything, and never divulge vital information. This kind of thing makes the Shiba Inu Society stronger. We confront it, discuss it, and work through it as a team. This next item has the potential to really excite you. Although there has already been a surge of positive sentiment about Shiba Inu, if the following analysis is accurate, we may be in for a major event. So have a look. A technical expert named Marx claims that Shiba Inu is exhibiting symptoms of a well-known pattern known as the inverted head and shoulders. Now, don't worry if you aren't obsessed with charts. Just be aware that this pattern often appears after a protracted downward trend and indicates a significant turnaround. The market seems to be indicating that the red is over. We're prepared to make this work. What is crazy is that there is more to this pattern than a temporary reshatement. It began to take shape in early 2022 and is currently beginning to take shape in 2025. The pattern's neckline, which is essentially the location where a breakout may occur, is being constantly monitored. Additionally, the goal price would be close to that ideal range if Shiba Inu were to surpass that level. From where it is currently, we are talking about a possible gain of more than 5 times. Give it a moment to register, 5 times the present level. Of course, however, it's more than simply chart lines. Additionally, we're seeing some significant power beneath the hood. On-chain data is strongly supporting this. There has been a noticeable increase in action around the Shiba Inu system from early to mid-2025. Even empty balance addresses, which indicate that wallets are being prepared, have begun to spike as more users are joining and more wallets are becoming active. It is rare for that sort of movement to occur by chance. These spikes in wallet activity often occur before to a significant price change. It seems as if pressure is being built behind the scenes as the market silently prepares. Therefore, if that pattern continues as it is now, this may be the beginning of a significant breakout. Bring it up in relation to current events. Developers are protecting the community, traders are hoarding Shiba Inu during declines, open interest is increasing, and now this massive bullish pattern is quietly developing in the background. Things are beginning to line up. No, the cost isn't yet at its highest point ever. Indeed, there is still a great deal of work to be done. However, the message sent by these basic and technological signals is unambiguous. Shiba Inu's awakening. And if everything goes as it is going to, this may be the start of the next major chapter. But how do you feel about this? Post a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up to see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.